What's up, guys? This is your rap teacher, going to teach you about rap. And today we're talking about an artist who didn't just make hits, he made music that saved lives. This isn't about headlines, this isn't about drama, this is about why XXXTentacion's music still hits different and what you can learn from his approach as an artist. Most rappers chase numbers. X chased hearts. He wasn't worried about polish and perfection like Drake. He was obsessed with being raw like Tupac. And for millions of listeners, that authenticity was everything. This isn't a breakdown of headlines or legal cases. It's about how XXXTentacion built a sound that pulled people through their darkest nights. Today we're talking lyrics, raw emotion, fan reactions, and lessons new artists can use to connect without faking pain. By the way, if you're a musician, you might want to check out this app. I actually made it for artists who get stuck on Rhymer's Block. It's basically a notepad on steroids. Super dope if you want to keep track of your songs and want rhyme recommendations as you type. It also has 10+ AI lyrics tools to choose from, so you can loop your instrumental in the app while writing. Links in the description if you want to mess with it. And the first key, honesty. When X said, "I'm in pain, want to put 10 shots in my brain," that wasn't just a lyric, it was a confession. Most rappers will tell you they've got demons. X gave those demons names, habits, and weight. Look at Save Me. There's no clever wordplays, no punchlines, just him saying he couldn't take it anymore. That bluntness cut deeper than being slick ever could. Lines like, "Please don't leave me, I'm scared," feel less like rap and more like an open therapy session. And that's exactly what made his catalog so unpredictable. Because once you're honest at that level, you're free to explore whatever sound best matches that emotion. And that's where the genre bending came in. X never let the industry box him in. One emotion could take him into distortion-heavy chaos like Look at Me. Another might push him into lo-fi R&B like I Don't Want to Do This Anymore. Then he'd flip into an acoustic ballad with King, screamo energy on Young Brats, or soft rock with Numb. He didn't care if it was hip-hop, punk, R&B, or rock. The feeling decided the genre. That's why fans could always find something in his catalog to match their state of mind. Sad, angry, reflective, escapist. X had a soundtrack for all of it. And when you give people music that adapts to their emotions like that, they don't just listen, they feel validated. That validation is why his fans weren't casual listeners, they were lifers. When 17 dropped, reaction videos were filled with people crying, saying they'd never felt so seen before. Comment sections turned into therapy circles. I remember walking into a Houston apartment back in 2020 and hearing X blasting on loop. Posters on the wall, lyrics scribbled out. It didn't feel like music fandom. It felt like a sanctuary. That devotion didn't fade after he died. If anything, it grew stronger. Just look at Rolling Loud. Thousands of fans, lights in the air, singing Moonlight together with tears streaming down their faces. That wasn't just hype. That was a spiritual connection. And it wasn't only through his songs. On IG Live, he talked about depression, forgiveness, healing. He'd tell fans he loved them. He created space where they could be vulnerable. And that's exactly why, despite his controversies, people stood by him. They didn't just see an artist, they saw a human being. And that's where the biggest takeaway lies. If you're an artist today, don't copy his hair or his chaos. Copy his approach. Be emotionally specific. Don't just say you're sad. Show where it hurts. 10 shots in my brain hits way harder than I've Got Demons. Let emotion guide the sound. If your heartbreak needs a guitar riff, use it. If your rage calls for distortion, lean into it. Build safe spaces. X didn't just make music, he made a home for people who felt broken. That's what turned fans into family, and that's why his music doesn't age. It was never tied to a trend, it was tied to a feeling. Feelings don't fade, they get passed down. X didn't just give people entertainment, he gave them a reason to hold on. And if you're creating music, that's the ultimate goal. Don't just be streamed, don't just be heard, be felt. Alright fam, if this video made you feel something, don't ghost. Smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. Drop your favorite X song in the comments and tell me what it meant to you. If you're an artist, share how you turn pain into purpose. I might feature your story in a future vid. This is Teach reminding you, numbers fade, but impact is forever. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.